Good morning, everybody. Happy Cyber Monday. I am Heather, and we come to you live each and every day so you can learn, see, ask all about Luminess. So obviously I start with no makeup on, and then we go through the whole makeup gig. We go start to finish. So what you get in your kit, how to use it. Now, right now, with all the deals going on that you don't want to miss out on, we are, you might get some extra stuff in your kit, but we always go over the basics. So we always go over the makeup, what you get, how to use it, how to practice. Because the one thing I want you to remember is this is different than traditional makeup. That's why you're going to love it. And that's why you probably looked at it and saw the infomercial and was like, oh, I need to give me some of that. And so it is different. And so there's a different way of putting it on. And so there's things you want to practice. And we're going to go over that. So let's go over. Hello, Martin. Hello, Luminess. So good to see you. Hello, Jeannie. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm coughing now. So let's go over. Good morning, Cindy. Hello, hello. All right, let's go over the starter kit. We always like to go over the starter kit, and we have a lot of starter kits. We have, excuse me, we have the Icon. This is the Icon Pro. We also have the Legend, and we have the Breeze, which is our new cordless chargeable goodness. It all comes with what you see here. Now, again, some of you may have received more than this, but it does come with 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. Now, we give you the 2 large bottles of foundation because we want you to practice. We want you to start using it. We want you to color match. The colors are going to be very similar in shade, but they are different. And so when you're picking out your shade, you're picking a color range. You're picking between a fair, medium tan, warm, deep, rich. And so you're picking that range. Now, also keep in mind, guys, we do have 100% color match guarantee. So if for some reason you're completely off, then we will match that. We'll give you the right colors. Now, sorry. We also have Love and Blush with that. The blush is super high pigmented. You're only going to use maybe 2 drops. You can also put it on first. That's right. You can put blush on first and then put the foundation on over. Because, hold on. Sorry, I have something in my throat, so I want to get rid of that. You can put the blush on first because how airbrush makeup works, it's like little dots going all over your face. And so you're just making passes to get the coverage, to get the pigment, to get the intensity of the color there for you. So, oh, the Facebook notifications, that's weird. Hello, Jackie. How are you? Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Pam. The gang's all here. The gang's all here. Did everybody have good morning, Marilyn? Oh no, Marilyn, why? Why didn't you have a good Thanksgiving? I want everybody to have a good Thanksgiving. That makes me sad. Yeah. I was telling somebody the other day about Thanksgiving. I'm not a big turkey fan. Remember I told you that? Like I was not a big. I kind of am now. My brother smoked turkey breast. We didn't do the whole turkey. We just did the turkey breast. And then my neighbor, she stuffed the turkey like with oranges and lemons. Really good. Hey, Zandra, so good to see you. I think people are getting better at cooking turkeys. And it tastes a little nice. It tastes nice, right? Oh, Marilyn, I am so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. I will be keeping you and the family in my prayers. I'm so sorry, baby. Yay, Miranda is interested in this. Hello, hola, Stephanie. Hola, ¿cómo estás? All right, so let's go ahead. We have Miranda. I know I have people on here that aren't maybe talking right now that are very interested. So let's talk more action. And so let's go over how to do this. Zandra said she was late because she was buying stuff. That's hilarious. All right, so When getting started, we do want to make sure that you keep the stylus 4 finger widths away. Now, that might sound easy. You're like, oh, I can do that. But you're going to want to watch yourself in the mirror and turn the system on. When you turn the system on, there's air that comes out. So what you want to do is watch yourself in the mirror, keep that stylus. I'm not doing anything. I'm just using the air. You move that stylus around, feel the air on your face, and keep it moving. Now, what happens is one of two things. You're either going to do this because there is air, or you do this because you're used to touching your face. So just moving this around, and then every so often, make sure your 4 finger widths away. That's going to help you. The next thing is to airbrush water on your face so you can practice lightly pulling back on that trigger. If you can airbrush water on your face and it's not running down your face, then you have a better handle on how to airbrush. Water does weigh heavier than the makeup, so your face is going to be wet. We just don't want it running down the face, all right? Yay, Jackie. Everything was delicious. I love hearing that. All right. You know what I want? I want like turkey salad, like chicken salad. I want turkey salad. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Guys, if you did not check out our Black Friday sales that started, of course, now it's Cyber Monday. You'll definitely want to check these out. These deals do not come up again until next year, okay? We save all the crazy open mouth drop deals for this time, okay? For Christmas, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all for this time. So you don't want to mess this up or miss it. We have the Breeze system, guys. This is when you buy it, you're going to get a $20 gift card. So if you purchase this, you'll get a $20 gift card. We also have the BOGOs, the buy one, get one free in our foundations. Now, the one thing about this time of year for the BOGOs, if Muzette was on, or I'm sure she's on, she just can't talk, she would tell us this is when she does the automatic replenishment, but she pushes it back to as much as she can. And then she buys these to, oh, thank you, Stephanie. You're so sweet. Thank you. Then she buys these for this time of year to stock up, because this is a buy one, get one free of the large bottles. But you can pick, let's say I buy this shade 4 of Rose. I can get the shade 3 of Silk. You can change it up. And so we don't do that all the time. Most of the time, BOGO is buy one, get one free of the same kind. And this is the only time that we do the buy one, pick one for free. So you don't want to miss out on these BOGOs. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out, and you know what? I'll start out with my shade 2 of the Rose Foundation. Now, I do what I call pre-coverage, and that's just getting a head start on my coverage. So with my pre-coverage, I can use a foundation. You get 2 foundations. You can use the lighter foundation to do some pre-coverage. So you don't have to do a lot at all. I'm going to put a couple of drops into my Breeze, turn on my system, and then now I'm going to go and do a little bit underneath my eyes. And I love that smell of that rose. The Rose Foundation, just because it says rose on it, rose 4-in-1, does not mean it has a pink hue. What that means, it has the Bulgarian rose in it. And so it's good for pore reduction. It's great for your skin. The Rose Foundation is our purest foundation. So if you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, anything like that, if you are, want vegan makeup, if you want the clean of the clean, you're going to want the Rose. So if you're using Silk right now and you want to try the Rose, then this is the time to try it. Get the BOGO, get the buy one, get one free. So I went in, I did a little bit of highlight. I did it on my lids. I did it on my nose because I have my nose is red. My pores are a little bit bigger. There's some redness around my cheeks. And now I can move on. I'm now going to get the matte bronzer. Now I haven't used the matte bronzer in a while, so I'm going to shake this up. I'm using it to contour. So I'm going to put my hair behind my ears. And I'm contouring before I do my foundation. I had the best Thanksgiving. Yay. Oh, yeah. Please don't do the steak sitting again. Becky has a question on YouTube. Question, I have the breeze system and the foundation sits on top of the, and the foundation sits on top of the foundation. Well, is that normal? Because the drops won't go down in there. Just because, so Becky, let me show you this real quick. So just because you see some makeup in here, that doesn't mean that it's sitting in there. You do want to make sure you are rinsing that out each and every time you use it. But the makeup is heavy enough to go down there. You might, I mean, like kind of shoot for the little hole down there. So if I went, boop, I'm shooting for that hole down in there. Is it coming out when you pull back the trigger? Tell me a little, I'm trying to think what that could mean. But just because there's makeup around the well, that doesn't mean that it's not working. If makeup is coming out, then it's working. You do want to make sure that you clean it, okay? Now, at the end, remind me, Becky, because at the very end, I'm going to show you, because you do want to make sure that you back bubble when it comes to cleaning the breeze, okay? Because in this one, the needle is protected. So we want to make sure that deep in there, deep where the makeup does go down, that we are cleaning that out. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to turn on my system. I now have my bronzer, the matte bronzer that I love contouring with. Making my moves first, because a lot of times what people will do is also they'll sit here and then start pulling back on the trigger to see if the makeup's coming out, and that's not what we want to do. We want to make the moves first and then pull back on the trigger, because what will happen if we wait, hold on, I just saw that you responded, Becky. If we wait for that makeup, we're going to get that of makeup, and that's not pretty on anybody. So back and forth, back and forth. Okay, you can see it. See how it's gradually coming, gradually. But I can go back and get some intensity, do a little bit on my hairline. And then down my neck. Now, some of you may see me contouring and say, oh, no, ma'am, not doing it, not doing the contouring, not doing it, not doing it. And that's fine. But I'm going to tell you right now, true, right as rain, you're going to want to. You're going to work up to contouring. Why? Because what contouring does, it brings shape to your face. The reason for foundation, listen closely, the reason for foundation is to even out your skin tone. So a lot of us have two different colors on our face. We're even that out. A lot of us have imperfections, sunspots, redness, blah, 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 blah. We have whatever on our face that we're evening out. Evening out. What ends up happening when we do that and when we're using the foundation, it flattens us. It just goes, it don't do anything for us. So what contouring does, it's adding that shape back into our face. We can create some shape into our face. It does not have to be severe. It doesn't have to be scary. It can be little adjustments. So we can make those little adjustments to contour some cheekbones, to contour a little bit and to break up the forehead, to hide some of the things, okay? So that's what contouring does. Another great reason to get on the BOGO, because the BOGO, if you're a shade 3 and you want to start contouring and give it a try, guess what? Go with a shade 4, go with a shade 5 to contour, okay? You can contour with foundation, but just using a little bit of a darker foundation. All right. So now I'm going to go in with my shade 3 in the rose. Okay. Yes, ma'am, I do, but it does sit in the puddle on top of the foundation. Wow. And used over half the bottle of foundation. No. And have back bubbled. Comes out, and I put some drops, barely comes out. Becky, you may need to call in. Let me get through this because I do want to, I'll focus on that because I know a lot of people are getting the breeze and I want to make sure you can use it, obviously. So let me do my foundation real quick because no, there should be no reason you've used like the whole bottle. All right. Now, because I did blow out the matte bronzer, I blew out this dark one, and don't look at my nails. And I'm going with the other one. I blew a little bit on here to make sure I have the right color. Cindy says she used to be afraid of contouring, but she watched the videos with contouring. I love it. Guys, we have about 1,500 videos on Facebook, more on YouTube, where we can teach you anything, okay? Also, if you come to our lives, guess what? Just like Becky's asking questions about the cleaning or the drops or her breeze or whatever it is, we can help you, okay? All right. So now I don't have to do as many drops of the foundation. I did go back and add just a couple of more, just because I wanted a little more coverage, but I did pre-coverage. That's stepping it up a notch. I also contoured with my matte bronzer. That still gave me some coverage. And so I just used my foundation basically to blend it all in, like just kind of make it all look as one, as flawless. Okay. So let's go over real quick how to clean, because I know a lot of you have this one or purchasing it. And so I do want to make sure you're using it correctly. The number one thing is you always want to clean it after you use it. Okay. So what I want you to do is you'll put water. Warm water is best. I'm not saying go boil water. I'm saying turn on your hot water on your faucet and run that water through it. Okay. So I'm turning my system on. I put water in here. Now I can pull all the way back on my trigger. And I'm going to do that a couple of times till it runs clean. Now there is still, you can still see some makeup in there, right? Okay. So I'm going to go back, add a little bit more water. So one of the last times when you do this, when it gets down to almost right there, I don't want to, you're going to back bubble it. And Becky, I would do this several times. See how that's all, can you see how? You want to back bubble it when it's almost empty. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more. Do it with warm water because warm water is going to help melt that makeup. You might even leave some warm water in here. Let it soak for a little bit, then turn it on, blow it out, back bubble, blow it out, back bubble, blow it out, back bubble at the very end, and it's shooting out. So because there's no way to clean the needle. The needle's protected in this one. So you want to back bubble several times, okay? That is going to clean the breeze for you. Now, sometimes, and listen very closely, take a Q-tip and you can dip it in your warm water. And it doesn't have to be on right now, but let me get this one wet real quick. Pull back on your trigger. It's off. I'm pulling back on my trigger because what that is doing, it's pulling that needle back, right? And now I can stick a Q-tip in here. And you might have some stuff that got stuck in there, but you want to remove that needle first, okay? Unlike our airbrush, where if we needed to clean this and we've cleaned it each time and it's kind of still sputtering or giving us problems, you can put warm water from the tap in a coffee mug, fill it up halfway, and just like this, stick that in there into the warm water, and that's going to help melt that makeup away and clean it for you. With the breeze, we can't do that. And so make sure, you might need to clean the top part here. But all that being said, if you've done all that and it's still not working, then, oh, Cindy said to back bubble with Tip Top cleaner too. You can also leave Tip Top cleaner in here, like I said, the warm water, and back bubble will do that as well. So if it's barely shooting out, Becky, you might want to, if you've done all that, call customer service and let them know, and they'll send you a replacement. These are replaceable, not this. They twist off and you can put them back on. So they can send you a new one. Guys, one thing I have to say, I know there might be some people on here listening or listening at another time who are new to LUMINESS. I guarantee you, we stand behind our product, okay? When you call and say, hey, my breeze is stopped up, they're going to ask you, did you clean it? You can tell them, hey, I've already talked to Heather. I talked to Heather on the live. Heather told me to do this. I did that. They'll send you a new breeze. Another option is in our description and in the information about the live, there's a link where you can book a small class with me. You can book a class with me. There's the max people it can be there is 10. Very rarely do we have 10. It's enough to have one-on-one time where I'm going to ask you what your problems are, questions, situation, whatever, and we're going to go from there, okay? So you can always book that, and I will help you. We do not leave people hanging, okay? And just remember, when you call customer service, and these are just some helpful Cyber Monday tips, don't call customer service on a Monday. I don't care who you're calling. If you're calling a phone company, if you're calling, I don't know, if you're calling it, don't call on Mondays. Mondays are always the busiest day. Don't call. Don't call Monday. Giving you a little tip. Don't call on Mondays. Call on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay? If you want to call, then call. Call and they will help you. Another great way to reach out, as I'm talking, I'm going to do my eyeshadow with the Nude and Naughty palette. Another great way to reach out to customer service is through our Facebook page. You can go on our Facebook page. If you liked us on Facebook, then you can message us. You can send a private message or I guess it's a private message, yeah. Do that. That is another way you can message them. I prefer that way, okay? Just because I don't have to sit on the phone. I can send a message. They respond. It's the people here in Houston that are going to respond, and we will take care of the situation. Send your information. Make sure they have all the information. Hey, my breeze that I just purchased is sputtering. It's not coming out. I've used half a bottle of foundation. I've already talked to Heather about how to clean it, and I've done that. Send all the information that you can. Send a phone number that is associated with your account, okay? Send all the information that you think they might need, and we can handle that for you. So I promise. Okay. Plus, you can always set the appointment up with me and we'll go over it and I can help take care of it. If for some reason your questions weren't answered or whatever, come back, tell me. I'll reach out to one of the managers there. So we do help you every step of the way. My goal is I want you to love this makeup just as much as I love it, just as much as Jeannie loves it, just as much as Cindy and Martin and everybody loves it. I want you to love it. So we are going to be here for you. All right. And also speak kindly. Speak kindly. It goes a long way when you speak. I know it can be frustrating. I know. Especially if you got the system and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to use it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But just because you're frustrated doesn't mean you have to be mean. And that's just a bonus tip for today. Also, let's see. Jeannie says, trying to use rose gold all over the face for a gorgeous shimmer under the foundation. I love it. I love it. Maybe I'll try that this week, Jeannie. You're supposed to give me a new one. Yay! Becky's like, I do love the system. Becky, I'm not picking on you. I wasn't saying that you did anything wrong. But y'all, she did. She called customer service and they're sending her a new one. So hopefully, I will tell you, and this is just a side note for me, and no one, like, this isn't a rule or whatever. When you first get your system, run water through it. That's why another reason we tell you to practice with water, but run water through it. I think of it as kind of greasing the wheels. Like, let's just get it working. Let's just see how it is working. Becky, I'm glad that they're sending you a new system. That's awesome. All right. It's what happens is one person will say something and it will trigger something in my mind. And I'm like, oh, I need to. But I just think in general, now that we're getting back to life, don't you think with all the craziness in the world, don't you think we need to do our part to be nice? And I'm not talking be nice to the people that are nice to you. I'm talking be nice to strangers. Be nice. Do you know how amazing it would be to be nice to somebody who's rude? Can you imagine? Be nice to not nice people. Right? Because you don't know what they're going through. They could have had the worst day ever. Ever. I always tell you guys, if something pops in your head, like if you're walking down the street and you're like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest dress. Say it. Say it. I went to go get coffee the other day and I turned and there was this younger girl, beautiful skin. Just a beautiful girl. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. And she was like, she almost teared up. She was like, thank you. And keep doing that. Keep saying nice things. Elena, can't hear me. Uh-oh. Can anybody hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? 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 Nope, I'm on. I'm on. Elena, turn your volume up, baby. Hold on. Okay, now you can. Good. We have a lot of people that don't push the volume. But Elena, my name's Heather. I'm Heather. I am here every week. We're here Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And we go over. And yes, the Breeze system. If you wanted to get the Breeze system, you can get this one. It is, when you purchase it, you're going to get a $20 gift card. So you basically get $20 back to use it. This is like I said in the beginning, guys, this is Cyber Monday, and you don't want to miss out. We save these deals for this time of year. So we have the BOGO of foundation, of buy one, pick one, of same size, any finish, any shade. So you don't want to pass up on those. We also have the Breeze system purchase. You're going to get a $20 gift card back. You don't want to pass out on that. Pass out. You don't want to pass out. You might pass out because it's great deals, but you don't want to pass up on those deals. Also love to have the other system as well when I get the Breeze. Oh, I love it. I know. I think everybody, now that the Breeze has come out, they want two systems. Like they want two. Oh, I love it. Cindy is using her rewards points. Yes, sign up and get your rewards points. All right, guys, I'm going to finish. I did the Dusty Rose lip liner, which I do all the time because I love it. Staple. Don't want to miss out on this either. Dusty, my staples. Here are my staples. BOGO, this one, Nude and Naughty, 36 different eyeshadows. Endless possibilities on what you can do with these. Dusty Rose lip liner, Ballet Pink liquid vinyl slick liquid lipstick. These are my staples. Mascara is my staple. You don't want to pass up on them. Don't want to pass up. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go finish putting on some mascara. Well, I'm glad you found me too. We hope to see you back here, guys. Elena, come back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. We'll be back. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.